Welcome to Bear Talks. I'm your girl Janika, bringing you back another new video. So today, my video is called Pandora's Box, and I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about opening up a box, not knowing. So I'm gonna give you a little story. So when I was 29, I had met someone, that I really liked. And I believe I manifest this person because I wrote a list. And I'll make sure to make a video about that. I wrote a list of the type of person that I wanted. And I believe God allowed that person to come into my life. And I met this person and we began to talk. And this person seemed to be everything that I wanted on my list. It felt so good to be true. Too good to be true is what I'm trying to say. But, I try not to let that be my main focus. I just say, you know what, here's someone that I'm meeting. They look nice, smell nice, dress well, and talks pretty, well, and actually really well with words. And so I wasn't really trying to date at this time, but I said, you know what? This person caught me at a time where I was really vulnerable. I had just lost my cousin. She passed away at the age of 30. And where I was at mentally, I just wanted to have fun. I just wanted to I felt like life was short. So enjoy life. That was my whole mindset, my attitude at that time. And this person came into my life helping me take my mind off of my cousin who had just passed away. Now, it did help to have someone in my life because I had no children at this time, and I was able to be myself and be around this person and just be me, and just relate to this person. And this person would tell me, like, your cousin would want you to be happy. She wouldn't want you to be sitting around being miserable, not living life, which is true. My cousin probably would have wanted me to be living my life and having fun just because life is short. And I don't mean living fun. I mean having fun to the point where you're just really reckless. But, just go out, hang out, arcades. If you're from Michigan or D, you know about the Butterfly, how you can go play arcade games, go do putt-putt golf, go-kart racing. I don't know if I just said that. But just different games, just having fun and just experiencing life. And I ended up meeting a person who changed my life. Now, I just really like this person so much because this person had a smile that was so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And I just fell in love with the ideal of love, of being in love and meeting somebody who was just tall, dark, and handsome, got it going on, and for me to like someone, it takes a lot for me to end up liking somebody. I mean, I believe, I don't want to say I'm a difficult person, but for me to like someone, it really takes a lot for me to give a person the time, my time, to just really see, if I even want to hold a conversation with this, with a person. And so I'm very particular. I can be very picky. And it seems like when I do pick the person, I pick wrong. I'm like, Lord Jesus, what's going on? I see somebody I like, and I'm thinking that this person is It's my one. It's my person, right? So we going out to eat. We having snowball fights. I'm just feeling like a kid, you know, feeling like a kid again, like a young adult, because I was 29, but I felt like a young adult, like my early 20s, like I could just have fun and just be free. And this person was so charming, so smooth. And what I later came to realize, just having conversation with family, you know, my family is like, how was this person able to maneuver the way that they were maneuvering? And what one of my cousins revealed or said to me was, it takes much practice for a person to move the way that this person is moving, to be so deceptive and cunning, you know, because the person that I manifest, or the list that I wrote out, you know, this person I thought, like I said, was everything that I wanted on my list. And this person was smooth, but because I didn't have any kids, you know, I would hang out with my girlfriends, chill with them. I would take trips sometimes. And this one particular time I took a trip and I went to Arizona, and I was gone for almost 2 weeks, I believe. And this person was calling me, right? Like, hey, Miss Lady, what you got going on? I'm like, I'm out of town, you know, doing my thing. This person was steady trying to come after me and get me. And it's just so funny to me how a lot of times wives think that single women are after their husbands, when a lot of times husbands are all up in single women's faces. It's even happened at the churches. They'll be up in single women's faces. They'll be up in our inboxes. You don't respond to them. They'll still continue to send message after message after message after message, which I don't understand. And even if you were try to, you know, tell the wife, like, hey, check your man. Even if you were to go to her, people would get mad at you for telling them about their spouse, which I don't understand that. I don't get that. Help me to let that make sense to me. Help it make sense. However y'all say it nowadays. I'm getting old, child. Help it make sense. However y'all say it, I can't say it. Help it make sense to me. Excuse me. Help it make sense. Because I don't understand for the life of me how, if a person is telling me that, hey, old boy keep, you know, inboxing me, can you check your man? Like, how you gonna get mad at me for your man coming, you know, sending me messages? I don't get that. I don't get it when women get mad at the other woman when your man sending pictures to another woman. Why are you ready to beat up the other woman when it's your man? Your man ripping, running the streets every weekend, hitting corners. He not coming home till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and you married to this man. That should be a problem. Another thing that a lot of wives won't tell the truth on is that men, they've been cheating on them. Men been cheating on their wives. Not all men. You know, some men been cheating on their wives before they got married. And women, some women think that because they have a big, huge ring on their finger or a little ring, or ring period, that the man won't go out and cheat on them. Or they know that the man is cheating on them, but still get mad at the other woman. What I'm coming to realize is that no one should be mad at no one. You know, the women. And I mean the wife versus the mistress, side chick, whatever you want to call us. Because I used to be one, you know. I was one unknowingly first. Then I became one knowingly. I stopped caring because a point of me, like I talked about before, I wanted revenge. I don't know how I thought in my mind I was getting revenge, but I believe it was because the wife said to me, your children or your child is going to grow up without a father. Now, people are starting to reap what they sown. Sometimes when you say things, you end up reaping that harvest. A lot of wives and other women, not just wives, when we're upset, we say things and we end up reaping those very words that we wish on other people. When you're angry and upset, you have to go to the Lord and talk to him and get all that venom and whatever that is, that evil talk, that language up out of you, and be real with the Lord, be real with God, you know, as to how you're feeling. And don't get on social media platforms spewing out a lot of hate because that's how you're feeling. You're feeling like you're wishing that the children be fatherless and things of that nature. I had a wife say that to me, you know, about my oldest daughter, that my daughter is going to grow up without a father. And now look, he's gone. He's not even here anymore. He passed away. It's almost a year. But we just have to be careful what we sit up here and we wish on other people, because we'll end up reaping those very words that we spewed out there. And I'm going to get back to Pandora's box, because I don't know why I was led to go that way, but I just had to get that out there. But we open up a can of worms, you know, when we open up the Pandora's box with us dibbling and dabbling and thinking that we're out here having fun. You know, some people want to experience being with a married person, whether it's a man want to experience being with a married woman versus maybe a woman want to experience being with a married man. I've been there. A lot of people have. A few people have. Not all people, but some people were curious to do these things. But a lot of people don't want to admit to it. But they'll sit up and they'll talk about you. They'll sit up and they'll talk about you because you put your business out there. But people try to act like they're so innocent. And they be the main one sometimes that's out here, that's doing the stuff. And try to make it seem like the other person that they're talking about is just so horrible. And so I'm saying all this to say is that be careful. Be careful. Sometimes we're curious, but curiosity can get you killed. Curiosity can. And we all know that there's nothing new under the sun. Even the Bible talks about how husbands stay to your wives and wives stay with your husbands. Be with your own husbands. People like to, I guess, test the new waters. I don't know. People like trying new things, you know. And people who, I believe, who talk about people who's only been with one person, and then they want to talk about other people who've been with multiple people, They sit in situations and accept things from their spousals that they shouldn't even be accepting. They sit up there, they're unhappy a lot of times, and they're miserable, but have the nerve to want to talk about you. And to me, that makes absolutely no sense to me. And it's a lot of people who live in nice big homes, who drive the fanciest cars, who are so miserable. All because they want to keep up a certain status. They want to look and present themselves in a certain way. But it's all a lie. Some wives will rather chase behind their husbands to see what he's doing, every move. And I'm sure it could be like this for some wives too. That chase, husbands that chase behind some wives. You know, people chase behind people and they be miserable. People do a great job at pretending well. You think a situation is one way? People pretend very well. That's me. People pretend very well. But I'm just going to leave it at this. I just wanted to get on and share a little bit about Pandora's box. And I just wanted to say, be careful when you are out here dibbling and dabbling, because you'll mess around and get caught up in a situation where you'll have to cry out to the Lord, and only the Lord God's word is going to be able to get you up out of that situation, from you crying out to the Lord. You know, I know firsthand, you know, I dealt with a lot of things, but if I would have just been obedient and did things the right way, you know, which is God's way, I wouldn't have been caught up in so many different things. But on that note, I gotta go. So until the next talk, this has been Bear Talks with your girl Janika. Make sure you click that subscribe button, the like button, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.